G'day, Alex Collins with the Bendigo Sheep and Lamb Market Report for 25th of July. A wet morning at Bendigo and a little bit gloomy down here, as was the price situation. We've certainly seen lambs sell to a cheaper trend than what they did last week, and matched sort of what happened in the late in the piece last week. Maybe we speak a little bit about why that's happened. There's certainly some big numbers being yarded in the north. Big yardings at Dubbo, Forbes and Wagga has contributed to most of the processors being having sort of more lambs around than they can handle by a fair way. We've certainly seen quite a second wave of COVID-related absences in Victoria, certainly at the processors. They're getting through less numbers week by week than what they were, say, 3 or 4 weeks ago when we saw the job just starting to lift a little bit. So, yeah, a few concerns around what's happening at the minute, and certainly probably the $750 stay-at-home allowance has not probably helped on the absenteeism front. So today, lambs topped out at about $243 for a very heavy pen of lambs. A lot of your heavy lambs are in a bracket from $200 through to $218 or $20. Most of those lambs are either side of $7. There would be rougher, 26 or 7 kilo lambs making probably mid to early to mid sixes. 620 through to 650 if they're big, rough half pens of lambs that are sort of lacking a little bit of cover. In your trade bracket, there's a massive differential in your trade lambs. So your very best of your trade lambs clearing $8 today, just for really neat, well presented type lambs off grain. You can get trade weighted lambs 20 to 23 kilos. Some of those lambs would be in the fives today. 580, 570 through to 630 or 40 on the rougher end of them. And then your better end of them, $750 to $8. So a big difference there in terms of how lambs are presented. So restocking lighter lambs and that, not a lot through the yarding, but they're certainly cheap enough now, given the time of year that the restocking demand's gone out of it. Sheep, certainly sheep probably holding on better than lamb, I think, at this point in time. Most of the sheep sort of 530 through to 550 or 60. Neat, heavy sheep selling well. Merino used, merino weathers out to $190. Crossbred sheep out to about that money too. So they're sort of performing pretty well, all things considered. And most of your light sheep, 540 to 560. Unless they're really rough, they're probably under that since a kilo wise, but they're sort of $90 to $120. And rams, 70 to 90. So a toughish type day in Bendigo, reflecting what we're seeing on the sheep and lamb front at the minute. So hopefully over the course of the next couple of weeks we can get some processing levels and numbers back up and see the market start to improve. I'll catch you next week. Thank you.